Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense getting set for first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking for space, it's Contreras. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success today.
Looking to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. He wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, but the sweet little catch is ready to give them a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you've got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quarterback checking off. The toss to the outside. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. He's at the 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll try the run. And the Buffaloes get it past the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Hits the accelerator to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. With jet sweep pass. Nice move to pick up yardage. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. The RPO is complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are.
The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Houston going up tempo.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We may have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you,
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Gives it to the back on the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Got enough for the first. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 2nd down coming up. To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. They're trying to get to it. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Houston wants to play fast. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll pull it on the read. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. They get to the line quickly.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out.
Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
A little screen to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Cougars. Reeled it in and just made the house call. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they?
He's looking deep. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, wants to throw it. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He makes the connection.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in run.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. And the ball is picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Unloads it left. It's caught. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the stomping has commenced.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? This offense has a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big...
Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Houston. And the round is on.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been... They're trailing by 13 to Jacksonville State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to get to him. Steps away. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Dumps it off in the flats. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tackle is made after the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
That's caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Cougars! And the beatdown has ensued. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea. Getting this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll give it to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Grabbed behind the line, it's McFadden. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the...
And the ball slipped out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
They pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man out of the backfield. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
At the 45 on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Houston. And the punishment has been extended.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to test the right side with this one. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. On the move at the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. Fakes his man out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Power football with the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Wants to fire on second down. Swings it out to his running back. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Cougars are on the move. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Touchdown Cougars! And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Going up top on first down. Makes his connection. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll throw it on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. He makes the grab. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. And never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the